This video is brought to you by Hit Point Press and their Big Bad Booklet series. Hello and welcome back to the Gallant Goblin. Today we've got Icons of the Realms, Spell Effects, Wild Shapes, and Polymorph Set 2 from WizKids, and many thanks to them for sending it to us to review. We recently reviewed Set 1 of these pre-painted animal minis, and you can see that video in the eye up in the corner of your screen. This set contains 7 new animal minis that can be used as Wild Shape or Polymorph effects, or as animal companions, enemies, familiars, or figures to complete your 8-year-old science diorama, but with proper D&D bases. But without any further ado, let's pop them open and take a closer look. If your games are anything like mine, they are chock full of owls. Just owls everywhere. They're popular familiars in wild shape forms, especially for scouting ahead, as they have dark vision plus an ability known as keen hearing and sight that gives them advantage on perception checks that involve sight or hearing. And with its flyby ability, it can get away from foes without provoking. Plus, man, owls are cute, and they're in like every famous fantasy story ever. And in case you missed it, owl folk are part of the Folks of the Feywild Unearthed Arcana playtest material, so if you want to play as an owl folk, fairy, rabbit folk, or hobgoblin of the Feywild, check out the link in the video description down below. The Giant Eagle is another really popular wild shape and summoning option. With a strength score of 16 and its large size, it's often used to ferry player characters up and across to locations they may not be able to reach on their own. They also have keen sight, giving them advantage on those perception checks, and they fare well in battle at lower levels. The paint job on this figure does seem to lose that telltale white, bald eagle head, but there are multiple types of eagles, of course. An eagle, a giant eagle, is a CR1 creature. The brown bear is also a classic and popular creature for summoning, for wild shapes, and for animal companions for a ranger. It's a large-size CR1 creature with keen smell and multi-attack. With a high con, it also has a decent number of hit points. It can also be summoned out of a rust bag of tricks. Brown bears also show up in several adventures like Curse of Strahd, Princess of the Apocalypse, Rime of the Frost Maiden, Tales from the Yawning Portal, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and Infernal Machine Rebuild. The polar bear here is getting a bit more specific, but since these days quite a few folks are running Rime of the Frost Maiden, which is set in the snowy tundra of Icewind Dale, having a polar bear mini can be really handy. In terms of stats, they're actually a bit stronger than brown bears. They have more hit points and a higher strength modifier, which affects their attacks as well. They are CR2 creatures. According to D&D Beyond, polar bears are also found in the Underdark, which I can't recall ever occurring, but this may be because cave bears use the same stat block as polar bears. This set really seems to have the popular creatures. Dire wolves are all over the place. Curse of Strahd, Storm King's Thunder, Ravnica, Acquisitions Incorporated, just to name a few. They can also drop out of a gray bag of tricks. While dire wolves and winter wolves have separate stat blocks, they're both larges, so you can get double duty out of this mini. Winter wolves are CR3 creatures, while dire wolves are only CR1. Both stat blocks, like all the other stat blocks in this set, are in the basic rules. The giant ape is by far the most dangerous animal in this set. It has a CR7 stat block. It's not a super intelligent, mind-controlling, Grodd-like creature, though, man, you can totally do that, but it does pack quite a punch and can hurl a rock like the best of them. And if you're playing Tomb of Annihilation, this is a good mini to have on hand. Finally, we have the giant spider. This is a creature that shows up all the time in adventures as a monster. I'm playing through the Pathfinder beginner box right now, and the second creature they fight, after defeating the rats in the basement of course, is a giant spider. It also has the longest stat block in the set, despite being only a CR1 monster, with its spider climb, web walker, and web sense abilities, plus poison on its bite, and a ranged web attack that can restrain. So for a new GM, the giant spider can demonstrate what it's like to run a more complicated monster. This set is clutch, and of all the sets we've reviewed on the channel in the last year or two, this may be the one you get the most mileage out of, though of course it's gonna vary based on your PCs and your campaigns. I probably talked about this before, but I have a few sets of minis that I keep in a box right next to me when I'm running games. Minis that you just never know when you're gonna need. I have things like spell effects and townsfolk, tables, barrels, commonly summoned or wild-shaped animal forms, things like that, and this set is gonna go directly into that box. Which of the two sets is your favorite, of course, is completely subjective, but this set I think contains more commonly used creatures, while the other one has a little bit more niche creatures. One other quick update, by the way, as we were in the process of recording this video, this set and the first one underwent a bit of a name change. They just dropped the spell effects title from it, so if you're searching for it in online stores, just be aware of that. Otherwise, it doesn't really affect anything. Icons of the Realms, Wild Shape and Polymorph Set 2 is scheduled for release on April 21st, 2021 for an MSRP of $44.99. Let me know what you think of it down below, and also let me know of other interesting uses for these creatures in D&D and Pathfinder, as I'm sure they show up in a lot of different contexts in both games. And which set do you prefer? Oh, and surprise, it is time to announce our giveaway winner from our full case review of Boneyard by WizKids, now that that set has finally hit store shelves. If you want to see our full review, hit that I in the corner of your screen. Now, for the winner of the free booster box, we have Michael Govan. Or Govan? I'm not sure. But either way, congratulations, Michael. Drop us a note at thegallantgoblin@gmail.com to claim your booster box. And thank you to everyone who entered. Stay tuned for more giveaways soon. Many thanks to our sponsor for this video, Hit Point Press and their Big Bad Booklet series, a monthly zine about boss monsters for 5th edition. While I love me the print editions, did you know that you can also pick up digital back issues of the Big Bad Booklet series on the Hit Point Press store for just $3 each? And a few of them are free. And you can also sign up over at bigbads.com to get the newest digital Big Bad booklets each month for just $2. One of the best deals in gaming, in my opinion. This month, come meet Captain Fulmini, a vampire who can harness the power of the high seas with an unquenchable thirst for revenge. Beware the ship with the bloodstained sails, landlubber. It may be the last thing you ever see. Will you walk the plank, or can you knock Captain Fulmini's plans off course? Subscribe today at bigbads.com. And thank you for watching today. Don't miss my new live play show, A Song for the Shadows, over on twitch.tv/gildinglight, each Monday night this spring at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, as we celebrate the upcoming Kickstarter for Siren's Battle of the Bards. You can learn all about the show in our announcement video, which you can see in the eye in the corner of your screen. If you enjoyed this video here today, you can help me out by leaving it a little like and subscribing to the channel. There's a whole lot of exciting things happening this spring here at the Gallant Goblin, and I would love it if you were there with me for the ride. Join me on your social media platform of choice, Reddit, Discord, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. And you can support us directly on Patreon at patreon.com/thegallantgoblin. For now, though, stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.